Welcome to the Food Dungeon. Today's menu is a wild mix of bizarre, unusual, and downright surprising foods. We'll be exploring everything from fermented fish that could knock you out to creepy crawlies that'll make your skin crawl. Let's get this adventure started. First up, we've got balut, a Filipino delicacy that's about as far from your average breakfast as you can get. Imagine cracking open an egg, except instead of a yolk, there's a partially formed duckling inside. Feathers, bones, the lot. Next up is a cheese so unique, so lively, it'll surprise you more than a twist ending in a movie. Say hello to Casu Marzu, Sardinia's gift to cheese lovers with a taste for the extraordinary. This cheese is filled with live maggots, moving around and breaking down the cheese. Now let's hop over to Iceland, where they like their food fermented and their flavors unique. Meet Hakkarl, a Greenland shark that's been buried underground and left to age for months. From one smelly fish to another, we've got surströmming, fermented herring from Sweden. Open the can wrong and you might have a bit of a mess on your hands. Now, who here would like to try some insect caviar? Don't all rush at once. Escamoles are ant larvae, considered a delicacy in Mexico. They say they have a buttery, nutty flavor. This next one's got history, that's for sure. The century egg, also known as a 1,000-year-old egg, is a Chinese delicacy that's been preserved for weeks, not centuries, thankfully. The yolk turns a stunning dark green, and the white becomes a jelly-like brown. Ready for a culinary experience that's truly unique? Sonakji is a Korean dish that features baby octopus chopped up and served immediately. Did I mention it's still moving? Next up is shirako, a Japanese delicacy that's quite unique. It's made from fish milt, which has a creamy custard-like texture. Now let's mosey on over to the American West, where they've got a unique take on the term oysters. Rocky Mountain oysters are a special dish, often deep-fried and served with a side of, well, courage. Resourceful? Sure. This next one's a fruit so pungent it's banned on public transport in several countries. I'm talking about durian, the king of fruits. If your idea of royalty has a very strong smell, you either love it or hate it. Ready for a snack that's a little bit crunchy and a lot bit unusual? Fried tarantulas are a popular street food in Cambodia. Apparently they taste a bit like crab. Get ready for something truly unique and fascinating. Kiviak is a traditional Inuit delicacy made by stuffing hundreds of little birds called auks into a seal skin. Now, who here likes their food with a unique twist? Stink bugs might not sound appetizing, but in parts of Asia they're considered a delicacy. They say they have a slightly bitter apple-like flavor. Back to the world of fermented fish, we've got lutefisk, a Scandinavian dish with a very unique aroma. It's made from dried cod that's been soaked in lye. This next one's for all you adventurous eaters out there. Jellied moose nose is exactly what it sounds like. A moose's nose, boiled down with vegetables and spices until it forms a gelatinous treat. It's a traditional dish in Canada and Alaska. Now who's brave enough to try this unique dish? Tuna eyeballs are a popular snack in Japan. They say they have a fatty, gelatinous texture. This next one's a real delicacy, but its origins might surprise you. Bird's nest soup is made from the nests of certain types of swiftlets, which construct their homes using their own solidified saliva. It's a prized delicacy in China. Now for a dish that's as intriguing as it is delicious. Fugu is a Japanese pufferfish that contains a potent toxin called tetrodotoxin. One wrong move and it could be very dangerous for the customer. Don't let the name fool you, this next one's a real treat, if you're into unique flavors. Huitlacoche is a fungus that grows on corn, and it's considered a delicacy in Mexico. And finally, we come to our last unusual dish, black pudding. This British delicacy is made by mixing ingredients like oats, spices, and a special ingredient before stuffing it all into a sausage casing. Well, there you have it, you adventurous eaters. 20 of the weirdest, wildest, and most surprising foods this planet has to offer. Which of these weird foods would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below.